All right. I think we are live. I'm not entirely sure. I think we're good. If anyone wants to give me like a thumbs up or something, I know maybe there's potentially an ad in the beginning, which is all new to me. So I don't know. But I hope you guys are doing well. We're on what, day 6 now of the readathon? So we only have a couple more days left. I don't know if you guys have all of your bingos. I know quite a few of you already blacked it out. One of you actually blacked it out, I think, on like day 2, which I'm sorry, I don't remember your name right now, but I'm jealous. I'm still working on mine. Hey, Vita, how's it going? Vita, did you say that you already like got a bingo? I think you did on Discord. Hi, everybody. You guys are all popping in. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Christy. Hannah, you're here. Hey, Violet. What's going on, guys? So I don't know if you guys dismissed me in the beginning, but how many of you actually have a bingo? I don't have a bingo yet. I can easily get 2 if I read a Minotaur and like a tentacle romance, but I haven't yet. And I'm not reading it tonight. So I'm not at a bingo yet. But I swear a couple of you guys already had. Vita, I thought you said you had a bingo, if I remember correctly, over on the Discord. Which, Hannah, I don't think you have a bingo yet, do you? I've been trying to like keep track of everybody, but work's been insane. So I haven't been great at it. Okay, yeah, it was you, Vita. I blacked out the regular mode board, not going for hard mode, but cheering everyone on. Oh, come on. There's still a couple days left, Vita. You could do it. Hannah, yeah, I've read a bunch, but no bingo. Yep, that's me. No bingo yet. Still need 4. Okay. How many, Violet, how many tiles have you gotten so far? Are they just kind of sporadic, or have you just not read too much just yet? Y'all, does vines count as tentacles? Hannah, you created the readathon. You answer that. But which one are you talking about for vines? Because I've read some like tree romances that were disturbing. And I mean, vines are close enough to tentacles. So I think you could count it. I still have to figure out which tentacle one I'm going to do. I saw one. It was something like the void monster. It sounds almost like she's just, in deep space. And I guess space has tentacles, because that makes sense. But all logic goes out the door when you read comedic smut. So, okay, I say yes. There you go. You make the rules. Oh. All right. So speaking of books then, what are you guys reading tonight? Are you guys doing stuff for the readathon, or are you guys just kind of reading like Halloween sort of vibes? Crystal, I'm just enjoying what everybody is reading. Are you partaking in any of the crazy stuff, Crystal? Vita, I'm too into other horror and fantasy stuff right now. I feel you. Does it not have like monster and whatnot and like your horror, or is it more like a slasher murder sort of vibe horror? Hannah, it was the very naughty pumpkin patch. Well, then shouldn't that count as like a jack-o'-lantern? If you want to count that as a jack-o'-lantern and as tentacles, if you want to count the vines. I read like the pumpkin thing, like when I read Squashed, that was so disturbing. I don't know if I can do pumpkins anymore. Violet read all hard mode except Gargoyle, Mothman, Multiple Heads, and Why Choose. Yeah, Multiple Heads, man. I can't, like, I'm trying to find a little novella, but that's hard. I'm tempted to, like, kind of do a Medusa thing, because that's the only thing I can really think of for Multiple Heads, or like Cerberus. But I can't really find like a novella that I can read quickly in between picking up the kids, which sounds really weird with the fact that I'm reading smut, but that's the truth, you guys. That's when I'm reading it. Vita says she started Neverwhere. No. Crystal, no, I'm sick and my kids have been pretty crazy. I just finished House of Hunger. Oh, well, I hope you feel better. Maybe you can get some reading in. I know like when you're sick, though, a lot of times you have like headaches and stuff, so it makes it hard. Christy, I'm living vicariously through your daily monster book updates. I'm glad you're liking them. Most of them been good. It was just kind of like that snake one was really just that was bestiality. It really was. That one sucked. But her spider one by Adrian Blue, that is disturbing on a whole other level, honestly. Violet, I'm finishing Wed to the Light. Is that lick? Like, how do I pronounce that for my undead card? I've also never heard that term before. It just looked like that cover just looked like a guy that had like a skeleton face paint, but I didn't know what it was. Hey, I'm Firmina on Discord. Oh, hey, what's up? Well, maybe. Hannah. You should count it for both. Screw it. It's your readathon, Hannah. Count it for both. Vita reading October Screams for Sprints. 27 short stories that take place on Halloween. Not a lot of monsters, but has some gore and psychological horror. Wow, I'm surprised with that many short stories. There's not that many monsters in it. Hannah, I just need ghost or demon to get a bingo on the easy board. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. You should be able to do that. If you read like what's the one that I just read? Halloween of Hell House or at Hell House. You kind of like if you're going to read the series though, don't read the little novella. But that one was pretty good. That was the one with all the 7 deadly sins. That counts for demons. So that one was pretty good. But you could honestly, you could find a demon book pretty easy. I'm personally, I'm going away from the romance today, guys. You should be proud of me. I'm just doing horror. Okay, Vita? You could be really proud of me. But I'm doing that one that if you guys saw my TBR board, or if you just saw that video, it's the one that has kind of like the sex doll face. It has like the splatterpunk horror, I think it's called. I'm going to read the one about like the Pegasus meets a unicorn and it's a carnivorous sort of thing. It's called Peg. So there's likely still some sexual stuff in it, but it had me at carnivorous unicorn. Okay. I'm using that as my 4-leg tile. I'm really hoping it's going to be good. It's supposed to be like extremely gory. So I hope it's really good. We'll see though. Vita. Lick rhymes with stitch. Oh, lich. Lich. Thanks, Vita. That helped. Hannah, the author of The Mushroom Nymph, has a sapphic ghost one. Go for it. I still need to read the mushroom one, Hannah, which if you guys don't know what she's talking about, she found a mushroom nymph one that she swears I need to read. So you know that that's got to be ridiculous. So I need to add that to my list, which the mushroom nymph one, Hannah, if I'm correct, that doesn't really hit a tile, right? So maybe I should wait till after the readathon. Rita, woohoo horror. Yeah, it's going to be gory. Hope you love it. Wait, did you read that one? Or is it just because it's called Splatterpunk that you're saying that? Because I'm like, I want the gore. I want like the really creepy, like make my face contort, sort of just creepy, gory goodness. Crystal, I've read a lot this week, mostly gothic vibes. Nice. I don't think I've read any really gothic stuff lately. Just starting my last book, and then I've blacked out hard. God damn it. Good for you. I'm not mad at you. I'm so far away from it. I still got to hit a bunch. I still need to read like 13 Kings and Superbellum though. So I think by the end of the readathon, I should be good. Hannah, I'm also reading October Country. Short stories, horror. So I don't know what monsters or ghosts, if any, are there. I would think, I don't know. I would think short stories should have monsters. I hope you love Neverwhere. Hits random monster and why choose. Oh, I already hit both of those. So I might have to wait till after the readathon, but I do want to read the mushroom one. Vita, because Splatterpunk, it will be gross. Okay, I like that. I want it to be gross because I'm a sicko, man. I'm down for it. Okay, well, speaking of that, why don't we actually start getting in on some reading and we'll just see where we go. And then I can tell you if it's super gross and if it's amazing. So we'll just do like a typical, I don't know, 30-minute timer again, like I always do. Oh, hold on, before I start that. I'm actually going to work on my aquarium class instead of reading. Hey, get that homework in. I understand that. And do some diamond painting. Nice. I like that. All right, guys, let's just go ahead and start reading. Sorry if this is chaotic. This is my first one going solo here. But why don't we go ahead and just start reading and we'll just see where the night takes us. All right. I'll see you guys in like 30 minutes. Where are you? Oh God. All right. Hey guys. If you're still reading and you want to chat for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes or something, feel free to come on back over here. All right. Let's see what you guys are up to. Kristen, I'm there in spirit. I'm at a karate class with the little brother. Okay, cool. Very nice. The kids that I nanny, they do karate. I never did that as a kid, but it actually seems like it's fun. Jeslyn, hello. I just joined and I'll be reading Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRoe. I still need to start reading that. I believe we're actually doing that on the Discord as a buddy read. I've heard that one's supposed to be really good too. But I think it's supposed to be like dark toxic, if I'm right. Let me know if that sounds right. It's more of like a dark toxic sort of relationship. I think he's a stalker, right? I don't quite remember the synopsis. Nikki, hello. Hello, Nikki. I hope you're doing well. I hope you guys enjoyed whatever books y'all are reading. Hopefully, it's not a crappy night for you. Yesterday was my crappy night. This Peg one, the one about like the Pegasus horse unicorn thing, that's not really a unicorn. It has like this cartilage horn and it has carnivorous teeth like a shark. Is this the splatterpunk thing? It was actually pretty good. It was written really well. It's not, I can't really, well, can I? It's not smutty by any means, but there's definitely some sexual connotation in there with some stuff, and it's kind of sad for the horse. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, very very gory. So it was actually kind of fun. I don't know if I recommend it though. It was weird. You'd have to be prepared for it. Finished a couple of modules in my class. Nice. Do you have like midterms coming up soon, Maggie? I feel like a couple weeks would be midterms. I almost finished a short story. Took a break to make coffee. Nice. Are you doing decaf or are you just going balls to the wall and going full caffeinated, Vita? I don't feel well today, so I'm just laying here vibing. Oh, I hope you feel better, Nikki. But yeah, enjoy the vibe. I don't have much to say. I don't know how much I should talk about that Pegasus thing. It was really weird in the sense that it definitely has like oh god, what's that word? The narrator, like you're reading it in the sense of the narrator, and he has almost like a hick southern accent, so that was a little bit weird to get used to, but it worked for the quirkiness of the story. That was wild, man. It was kind of disgusting, Vita, but like not super crazy. I don't know. Maybe that's a good introduction to splatterpunk, but it's like a really weird concept of a story. Maggie, I'm a student, but this is actually not a college class. I'm desperately trying to set up this aquarium and not kill my fish. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I have no idea when it comes to fish stuff. I never had fish. I did have a rat growing up, which is nothing like a fish, but I'm just mentioning it. Full calf always. It's a problem I love having. My husband's the same way. He literally has like 10 different ways to make coffee. I make fun of him all the time because we only really use one way to make it. Sometimes we use an espresso machine, but he has like 10 different methods, like Turkish drip, all this stuff, bubblers. I don't even know. But there's worse problems to have, to be honest. I just started 13 Kinks, by the way. This is off topic, but I just started it. I know, Vita, you were reading it. I'm doing the Monster Mash one first, and it sounds like there's kind of everything on the board, almost. Like I've already gotten Frankenstein. I've gotten a clown, which I don't know what I'd put that under. I've gotten a ghost. So I think tonight might be a good night for me as far as bingos go. It's a mixed bag of a subgenre. Some are sexual, some aren't, some have animal stuff, etc. Oh, okay. This like it's not sexual in the sense of like two people are coming together. It's this horse that has this weird appendage on its head and people are taking advantage of it, let's say, and she doesn't like it. So it's a weird story. I'm not going to lie. It was funny. It made me like my face was contorting a lot, but I don't know if I can recommend it, but it was well written. and I felt a lot. So I don't know how to take that, guys. Maggie, our husbands are the same. So much coffee twice. Yep. My husband, man, I love him to death, but he's just, he's insane. He'll tell, like, he watches, like, that's all he watches on YouTube, drone stuff and coffee stuff. Splatterpunk basically is just extreme horror, lots of gore. Yeah, okay. So this one, I don't know if it really had lots of gore. Like it didn't actually really mention a lot of blood now that I think about it. There's just a quick mentioning of it, but it was more of just like what was happening with the horn. I guess that was scariest, but it wasn't as gory as I thought it would be, if I'm being completely honest. I feel like I would read more from the guy and see like what else is there, which there are 2 other stories in it, but they don't really fit the bingo board. So I don't know if I'll do that right now. But it was an interesting read. And it didn't have any romance in it. So like I said, I'm growing. Jeslyn, yeah, Her Soul to Take is based on a dark relationship between a demon and a human. Okay. Okay, so I gotta prepare myself for that. I think you get, like, if you guys know me, if you guys see my stuff, you know that like the more toxic romance stuff just isn't my vibe. I like what was it? Toledo Crystal Bloom I really enjoyed because of the dark atmosphere, but like the romance and the relationship, it just didn't hit for me. You know? It's just not my thing. I like a villainy sort of guy, but then he's basically a cinnamon roll on the inside. That just like eats me up, man. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Chrissy says, reading What Moves the Dead, T. Kingfish. Is that a novella or is that like a full-on book? I don't think I've heard of that one before. But since we're all reading stuff, just on another topic as we're taking a little bit of a break, do you guys have any plans for Halloween? Like, what do you guys do? I got married on Halloween, and this is really sad, but I got married on Halloween, and I loved that. And I'm originally from California, and we literally went to Not Scary Farm for our wedding. But that's now totally out of the bag because I live in Massachusetts. And we don't really do anything. I want to like go do some fun stuff, but like I don't even go to parties. I need to look up like kind of what this area does. But do you guys do anything fun? Kristen, I think you saw something, but it was virtual if I remember correctly. That sort of like murder dinner, I think it was. That could be kind of cool. But I have no ideas of like what to do for October besides go to a pumpkin patch. You know? I'm just lame, I guess. I just stay at home and I read and make stuff. I don't know. Oh man. So a couple newbies over here that you guys kind of popped in. Let's see, Nikki, Jeslyn. I think you guys are more of the new ones. Did you guys get any bingos yet? Nikki, I know you said you're not feeling well. But I'm curious if anybody's like annihilated the board and if they have novella recs, because I could still use them. I'm very much a mood reader, so everything's changing. Thank you. A romantic hate. Aw, that's actually a really cute idea. Yeah, see, I've never thought of that. I'm a romance reader, and apparently I'm not romancing my husband. You'd think I'd have an idea like that. We actually have this place near us where it's I live in Massachusetts, so there's a lot of historical areas, but in the wintertime they do like a sleigh ride and you get to like go churn butter and like make this meal over a fire, very like 1700s style. My husband and I really want to do that, but I haven't done any like hayride stuff or anything like that. Christy, it's an Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher reimagining. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. You said Edgar Allan Poe, and I'm immediately just gonna quickly look that one up. Has it been good so far, Christy? What's it called? What Moves the Dead? Which, speaking of Amazon, do any of you guys have the link to like the kind of partial stuff your Kindle day today? I saw a couple people talking about it, but I don't have the link. And I feel like I need to find some stuff. Oh, wait a second. I've seen the cover of this. Christy, is there any like romance within it as like a subplot? I know that this is more of the like science fiction fantasy stuff. I think I saw it actually in the horror section at Barnes and Noble, but I'm curious if there's like a little bit of a subplot of romance for me. I might still check it out though, since it's so short, and just kind of give those genres a try. Vita dressing up and might go to a party or a cemetery tour. Ooh, that would be fun. Do you know what you're going to dress up as? I'm working on that costume. I'm attempting to make my own costume this year, you guys. And I have a bunch of like Pinterest stuff on my Pinterest board that looks super gorgeous, very avant-garde, and I'm probably going to look nothing like it. But I'm trying. So we'll see how it ends up. Apple picking, the apple in your eye. Oh, you're so funny and cute, Nikki. I have gone apple picking, so I have done that. That is an autumn activity I've done. We have so many apples here in Massachusetts. It's insane. Violet, I'm searching for short stories with the multiple heads thing. I found a monster erotica, Hammered by the Hydra, by Persephone Parsons. Great name already. Oh my God. How long is that one? Is it like over 100 pages or less than 100 pages, Violet? What is a Hydra, by the way? All I think when I hear Hydra, all I think of is Avengers. Yes, Chrissy, I heard it's good. Creepy so far. Okay. I dig the creepy vibe. Mushrooms. I will be going to the Boo at the Zoo. Oh, that would be cute. That's one thing I missed from California. I lived in Southern California, so I went to the San Diego Zoo all the time, and that zoo is so good, and I didn't realize it until I moved. San Diego Zoo is like they're so good to their animals, and it's such a cool little like area to walk through. They don't feel like they're in jail cells. Vita, my husband and I are always Harley Quinn and Joker, but I want to switch it up this year, so we'll see. Well, maybe you be Joker and he can be Harley Quinn. Change it up just a smidge. That would be fun though. I don't know. Have you watched the trailer for the new Joker movie, Vita? Or any of you guys, have you seen the trailer for it? Because I'm kind of confused by it because they made it sound almost like it's gonna be like a musical. And the first Joker was really neat in how serious it was. But the musical thing is kind of throwing me off now. I kind of almost don't know if I want to go see it or like just wait till it comes out on DVD. Yeah, SoCal here too. Nice. Wait, is Boo at the Zoo at San Diego Zoo? I don't think I ever went to that. If that is, oh my God, we used to go there all the time too. Violet, not sure yet because I haven't got it yet. Just saw it on Amazon. Okay. I'll have to check that one out. Hammered by the Hydra, right? That is such a weird. Oh. That book did not pop up for me, Violet. I literally just got a bunch of tumblers. Oh, yeah, that's not coming up at all for me. Why? So once the like readathon's done, you guys, do you have like any other sort of like book plans? Are there any like big books that you guys plan on reading? Like Hannah, she's gonna have for her book club, the Spelled by Romance book club. I think it's Burn Jack this month, which I'm gonna be definitely trying to join. I want to read Circus Creeps. That was that one. I had it in my video about like there's something like there's two twin clowns. I think they're incubus clowns. So all right, I'm sold. And then there was something about a showmaster. Can't remember what he is. Probably the devil. And then I think there's hellhounds in it too. So I'm totally going to be reading Circus Creeps. I'm excited for it. I hope it's like really creepy. I hope it's definitely, it's going to be white shoes. So it's going to have some spice in it, but hopefully it's good. And there's actually like some fun, creepy plot in it. Vita, I'll let him know your suggestion. Yeah, let him know, Vita. Tell him I think he'd be a great Harley Quinn. haven't seen the trailer yet, but with Lady Gaga, I'm not surprised it's musical. Oh, maybe we can do different era Jokers. Ooh, that would be fun. That would be really cool. There's a ton of different Jokers out there. Personally, I like the classic, but in the comics, there's a bunch of really, really cool ones. Christy, horror for sure. No romance that I can tell, but does have non-binary and LGBTQ plus rep. Nice. I didn't know that. I just remember seeing it. I got sucked in with the cover on that one when I was at Barnes and Noble. I'm a total sucker for covers. I think I've said this before. I'll just buy stuff just because it's pretty. I might not ever read it, but I like the artwork. Violet, I want to read as much spooky horrors and thrillers as I can stomach. I have a list, but don't know how many I'll manage to read. All right. I want to read that one. I can't remember the name of it now, but it doesn't come out till Halloween. It's that slasher romance, which I've never read anything like that. So I really want to try that out. I was thinking about potentially like doing like a stream, get a couple people on here, and maybe reading that all together. We shall see. But yeah. Okay, why don't we do another reading sprint? I think maybe this will be the last one. We'll sprint for another 30 minutes, and then we can chat for a little bit after, and then just call it a Friday night. All right? So I'll see you guys back here in about 30 minutes. All right, guys, that's 30. If you guys want to finish up what you're reading, hopefully I'm not interrupting you at a weird spot. I think I just have a little bit left of that Monster Mash from 13 Kings, which, by the way, if you need a lot of spots on the board and you're trying to black out the board, the Monster Mash one by Latrexa Nova, it's not very long, hits a lot of it. And a lot of it's comedic until you get to like Satan. Honestly, most of it's actually pretty fucking hilarious. Once you get to Satan, it's a little bit more serious. But the funny stuff, grade A camp right there. So I highly recommend that one. Okay, let me see where I was. Figure out. Yeah. Okay. Vita. Slasher romance. Oh, let me switch this so I can see. Slasher romance sounds fantastic. If you remember the name, let us know. Oh yeah, I have it on my list. I need to pull it up. But it literally doesn't come out until the day of Halloween. I wish it came out like at least like a couple days sooner. But it's not like a monster thing by any means. I believe they're both like serial killers and they're basically like rivaling against one another. See if I can find it really quick. There's another one actually that this one is a novella, The No Place to Hide. That one a lot of people actually says would be like a really, really good book. It's just kind of like a psychopath. He's not a circus freak, but he works in the circus and he's a psychopath. And then there's like a goody two shoes girl that shows up and she's just, I guess, wants to live dangerously. And it sounds almost like they're going to have a intense game of like hide and seek. And I don't know what he's going to do, but his psychopathic nature comes out. And I guess they really fall in love. And people said it was emotional. I don't know if it will be, but because it does say it's a spicy little novella. But that one sounded like it could be fun. I still want to read that one. I got to find my stuff. My story is just starting to get spooky. That was good timing. Yeah, 13 Kicks. It's so many prompts. It was good, honestly. The clown and the vampire, just the dialogue of the main monsters before you get to Satan. The dialogue's fantastic. That's all I'm going to say. It was hidden. So if you need a quick laugh, I recommend that one. The Satan stuff is a little, like, I could care less about that. The, like, domineering sort of stuff. But I like the other ones. Ooh, okay. The slasher one, actually it's coming out on October 29th now. It was the 31st. Meet at Midnight, a slasher romance by Lux Oleander. I'll put it in the comments, actually, so if you want to look it up. Meet at Midnight. Lux Oleander. I haven't read this author at all before, so I can't really give you much insight on it, but I liked the idea of a slasher romance because I haven't seen that as like a subgenre before. Horror romance, I'm still really struggling to find like a good representation of that. Karina Halley she has a bunch of books that she lists as horror romance, but I read the River of Shadows, and she's just not for me. She's not the author that works for me, I guess. The first half of the book, though, really had the horror qualities. Loved it. It was just the second half. It started as such an adventure, and then at the second half, you're basically kind of just stuck in a room with the two characters together. So it was just I don't know. It almost felt like two different books. But I do need to try more from her. I think I might read Hollow, which just came out from her, which is a Sleepy Hollow retelling. So maybe I just need to try more books. Maybe it was just that one. Vita. Oh, is the serial killer one Butcher and Blackbeard? I've heard good things about that one. I've heard that name, but that's not the serial killer one. The serial killer is the Meet at Midnight, the one that's coming out. They're both serial killers. It sounds like it's a guy and a girl, and they're like rival serial killers, and they're finally gonna like have at it. So there's only gonna be one person remaining, and they go to, it sounds like, an abandoned theme park, and they're just gonna go after each other. And somehow there's romance in it too. So we'll see where that goes. But I know it's not romance if one of them really dies because it's not a happily ever after. But I would still kind of like that. Like there's romance and then one of them has to be the winner and they kill each other. It's terrible, but I think that would be great. Nice, thanks. You're welcome. Blackbird, not Blackbeard. I'd take Blackbeard though. Let's throw a little pirate action in there. That's fine. That's named familiar though. I think I know what one you're talking about. I don't quite remember the story, but I feel like I know the cover of that one. Blackbeard. Kindle. Oh wait, no, I don't. By Bryn Weaver. Butcher and Blackbeard by Bryn Weaver. Vita. The Ruinous Love Trilogy. Dark romantic comedy. Ooh. That's fun. I haven't heard of like a dark romantic comedy before. Every serial killer needs a friend. Every game must have a winner. Okay. Ooh. I'm just that sentence alone. I'm already kind of like, ooh, this is good. This is the problem with me is I'll read like a sentence or I'll read a little bit of the synopsis and then my brain just starts like filling in the stories. It might not even be right. So I need to be careful here. But this does have 4.5 stars. So this might be a banger, man. Violet, I'm going to try my first Stephen King. Imaginary Friend or Carrie. Well, I know Carrie's an absolute classic. Imaginary Friend, I don't know anything about. I haven't read Carrie by any means, but I know like just within the book community, a lot of people love it. And then obviously it's done incredibly well for them to have what? I think there's 2 movies now. So that might be a good one. I think Carrie's definitely going to be very bloody. Weaver, yes. I heard it's a dark comedy with spice. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing dark comedy. I don't know about spice. Let's see. Dark romance intended for adult audience. Please see Bryn's website for a comprehensive list of content warnings. Want to marry Sloane. Yep. Unhinged, hilarious, and spicy read. A twisted tale of love and murder. Swoony, adorable, and fun. I'm going to have to give this a try. Maybe we should do this as like a buddy read or maybe even a read along at some point, whether we do it on the Discord or if we end up having like time to do like an actual read along on camera. But I feel like that could be fun. Tiff Talks Pages loved that Butcher and Blackbeard one. Yeah, okay. I think I definitely got to read this. I'll probably start this just after the readathon. Yeah, read for free. Heck yeah, man. Given the fact that it has such high ratings and it's also kind of like I like the comedy. I like the lines that she's using in the synopsis. So I feel like this author is going to be good. And I like that people are calling it unhinged. That's always a great word for me. That's a good trigger word. Carrie is good, kind of dated, but still a classic paranormal horror. Yeah. Have you read the Imaginary Friend one, Vita? Because I can't add to this conversation since I don't really know. I don't know, guys. I'm just such a romance reader that like just doing strictly horror. I don't know if maybe I need to like dabble in it by doing more of like the novella stuff because reading Peg like I did at the beginning of this, that was enough. Like that was good to like give me a little taste. I don't know if I'd actually finish through with a full-length book right now. I'm such an avid romance reader, but maybe I also just need like the right book, you know? And for me, it's probably gore. I have not. It must be a novella. Oh, yeah, that I don't know. I have no clue. April, what's up? How's it going? Did you just get off work? Let's see. Yeah, like 6:30. Weekend time, babe. If you haven't, since you're just joining us, April, if you haven't read the Monster Mash by Latrexa Nova, that novella, I recommend it. It's very campy, April. It's fun, especially in the beginning. You get to Satan and then it gets more serious, but all the monsters in the beginning, Great. Fantastic. They live up to their character archetype, okay? Like the clown and the vampire. Fantastic dialogue. All right. So I recommend it if you haven't read it yet. I've been running around town prepping for our trip to Yosemite. Oh, yay. Yosemite's great. I went there once and I loved it. And I wish we were able to go back. Yosemite was really, really pretty. And I didn't even get to see it at its peak time, which, what, you're in fall? How wet has it been for you guys, April? Because if it's been a wet year, you might still have the waterfalls. I wasn't lucky and I had no waterfalls. It was also bad, actually. Sorry, this is a little story time. Dave and I had gone up really quick 24-hour trip. And as we're literally driving out, it was almost like howling inside the way the wind was ricocheting. So it was really, really creepy, wicked scary. And we were leaving, we're going down the mountain, we're pretty far away, but then a lightning storm starts and Dave and I pull off on the side of the road. We're watching it. We're talking about how beautiful it is, how gorgeous. And the next day I'm waxing someone. I used to be a waxer, so I'm waxing someone, and she was asking me if I heard about the fire in Yosemite. I'm like, oh no, I have no idea what you're talking about. And there was a massive fire that basically burned such a huge chunk of it down. And Dave and I were just sitting there watching it, thinking it was beautiful. So, yeah, that was just a crazy story. I don't know why I'm telling you, but there you go. Doubt we'll see waterfalls. Yeah, it's been hot, right? Like you guys have had a really hot summer. Oh, I wish we were going on another little trip. Ever since we got back from vacation, work has been insane for me. So I haven't really been able to like stop. That's why my posting schedule is a little funky, but I'm finally back on track now. But I kind of wish that we had another vacation. It weirdly felt almost like I didn't get to relax. It almost felt like I was still working in a way. I don't know why, but it was just so go, go, go that it was killing me a little bit. Vida, imaginary friend is Stephen Chbosky, not King. I was stumped because I have all of his books and it didn't sound familiar. All right. I finished the Choose Your Own Adventure erotic horror. It was 5 stars. Nice. How long was that one, April? Like, because you're usually a pretty quick reader, and I feel like you've spent a couple days on that, right? I need to read that, April. So glad you loved it. I'm wondering if that might be a good one for me to try because it's erotic horror. So I'm still going to have a little bit of romance in it, but I can still get a taste for horror more. I don't know. I think I need to read that Edgar Allan Poe one, though, too. That could be fun. Yeah. All right, guys. It's 9:40, or at least 9:40 over by me. So I think I'm just going to call it for now. If you guys want to keep reading, go ahead, read to your heart's content. I'm going to probably go try to film another short. I'm basically trying to do that because I'm just trying to learn how to do shorts. So I decided to challenge myself and try to do one every day for this readathon. So I think I'll try and go do that and edit it really quick and maybe get it up tonight if I don't pass out, but we shall see. I don't know. April, what'd you say? I wasn't reading fast, but lots of trigger warnings. You can choose to not have the erotic parts, though. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think the length depends on what you choose, right? Yeah, I'd imagine that'd gotta be. Jeslyn, thanks for the sprints. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for stopping by, Jeslyn. Okay, thanks for sprints. Happy reading, everyone. Oh, sorry for my mistake. Yeah, how dare you, Violet? How dare you get that wrong? All right, guys. I will see you later. I'll see you over in the Discord chat and whatnot. And at some other point, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to sign off, but you guys have a good night. All right. Bye.